Have you ever felt stuck? Like no matter how hard you try, you keep running into the same patterns, the same struggles, the same feelings of not being enough. Maybe you've tried to change, read the books, taken the courses, done the therapy, and yet something inside you still whispers, why can't I get it together? Now I need you to hear me when I say this. You're not the problem. If you struggle with anxiety, self-doubt, people-pleasing, procrastination, perfectionism, emotional eating, any other kind of addiction, avoidance, or any behavior that feels like it's holding you back, I want to tell you something revolutionary. These are not personal failures. They feel like they are. I know they do. You're talking to the queen of self-blame and criticism. But what they really are is adaptations. They are responses your body, mind, and nervous system developed over time in order to survive. Let's break this down. We as humans, we are designed for adaptation. Every part of us, our minds, our emotions, even our physical bodies, right? They evolve in response to the environment that we experience. If we run long distances, our hearts become stronger. If we lift weights, our muscles grow. If we sit for too long, our muscles weaken. It's all about stimulus and response. But adaptation happens not just physically, our minds do the same thing. If you grew up in an environment where love and approval were conditional, where you had to be the best, the smartest, the most well-behaved to receive affection, you adapted. You learned to strive, to achieve, to please others at the cost of your own truth. If you grew up in an environment where emotions were dismissed, where you were told, don't cry, don't be angry, you're too sensitive, you learned to silence your emotions. Not because you were broken, but because you were brilliant. Because your mind and body were doing exactly what they were designed to do, help you survive. But here's the thing. What once saved you might now be what's holding you back. Your anxiety, it might have started as a hyper-awareness to keep you safe. Your people-pleasing, it likely developed because it kept you from being abandoned or punished. Your emotional eating, procrastination, perfectionism, self-doubt, these were all adaptations that at some point served a really important purpose, but they're no longer serving you. So it's time to release the shame around them and recognize them for what they are. Not personal failings, not evidence of not being good enough, survival strategies that have now simply outlived their usefulness. So now what? This is at the heart of the You're Not the Problem movement. This movement that I've created, it's about shedding the guilt and the blame we've put on ourselves for the ways we've adapted to life's challenges. It's about recognizing that if we want to change and create, that real change in our lives, it's not about forcing us to be different. It's about understanding why we are the way we are and then creating new adaptations that actually align with who we want to be. It's about moving from survival to thriving, from self-judgment to self-compassion, from feeling stuck to stepping into our full power. So here's where we go from here. Number one, understanding your adaptations. We want to dive deeper into recognizing the ways that you've adapted to your life experiences and circumstances and how they continue to shape your beliefs, your behaviors, your emotional patterns, and the state of your nervous system. And then start to release the shame and self-blame. Right? You didn't choose your adaptations consciously, and blaming yourself for them only keeps you stuck. So we need to explore how to shift from shame to self-compassion. The third thing we want to do is create new adaptations. Because once we acknowledge the patterns without judgment, then we can start to create new ones that actually support your well-being, your joy, your personal freedom. And the fourth step is to reclaim your authentic self. When you remove the layers of conditioning, reconnect with who you truly are, right? And that's when you can start to live from a place of authenticity rather than survival. And this is a journey. It's one that I invite all of you to take with me. If this resonates with you, if you feel like you've spent years blaming yourself for just trying to survive, then I want you to know there is another way. And it starts right here with understanding that you're not the problem. And if you're ready to take that first gentle step to move out of survival mode and start reconnecting with the real you, I've created a free resource to help you begin. It's called the Inner Compass Toolkit, and it's filled with somatic practices that will help you calm your nervous system, reconnect with your body, and start making choices from self-trust instead of fear or coping. You can download this toolkit using the link below. It's my gift to you because you're not broken and you don't need fixing. You just need the right tools to come back home to yourself.